Hey, it's Pamela doing another shout out today. Grabbing a little sip of Joe here. I wonder if I've inspired anyone out there to, at some point in their life, at 63 or whatever age you are, to actually get on a video and to express yourself. I know I'm probably being judged and people are thinking quite a few thoughts. But as for me, something in me does this because I know a few people on my channel that I've met that I've invited in seem to be pretty fair. But if they're not, and they're judging my videos, material, whatever you may say, family members, well, that's okay too, because I want my channel up and running when I'm not around anymore. And like I said, writing books is great, but what's wrong with a video? So anyway, it's Pamela doing a shout out today about people that are able to do things that really aren't. And now if someone's in jail, why, you can go visit them because they're incarcerated. The Bible talks about going and visiting people that are in jail, and visiting, people that are in homes, shelters, jails, and praying. And, well, to be quite frank, I have done that with people in my family that I've loved. And it's been appreciated in some cases. In some cases, it hasn't been appreciated. How do I know it hasn't been appreciated? Because the after effect of the things that you did in love and compassion and your time and your money, and when the aftermath is the people showing appreciation, the people actually having that gratitude for you, and of course not like any type of control thing, but it's evident. You can see it. You can see growth. You can see their appreciation. But sometimes people that you've helped too much, you've given them things that they could have done on their own. You enabled them. You disabled yourself because it's very hurtful. I'm speaking from experience. I always go back to this, it's not an excuse, because it's not an excuse when you're a child and you're around parents that are addicts, parents that have abused you in a way of abandoning you, not teaching you the proper skills to handle life and things. You can only blame them for so long. You can only say, hey, I don't have a dad, or, I don't have a mom, or things like that. But, in life, we have to come to the conclusion that the good Lord gave us a good mind, and in some cases, that's an obvious if people need that type of help. But to actually manipulate people and terrorize their mind with, stories of their lifestyle to intentionally get money from you, those things have happened to me. And I've fallen, and I've actually given to people like that. And, I just actually, came to the conclusion at 63 years old, I no longer want to be unhealthy like that. I would like to know in my heart that if people are free to work and do the things that they need to do, well, they need to do those things. Because once a person can do that to you, like if, say, for example, if you meet somebody and they right away start telling you too many personal things. Now, I'm not saying I haven't ever done this in life, because people kind of feel like a spirit when you meet somebody and they're like, oh, we can kind of meet, I kind of feel like you feel. I mean, that's all good if you cut your finger and you have a fear, or has that ever happened to you? Have you ever had the flu? Did you ever faint? Did you get dizzy? Have you ever been texting and driving and you knew it was wrong, but you did it anyway? I don't know. Stuff like that that's an obvious, but to actually go real deep, there's a lot of people that are have different motives than you, and so their motive is to hear some of those weaknesses and then kind of prey on you, or try to find a way in, or and God forbid if you wake up to it and you actually change and you don't want to be that person anymore that's so sympathetic that you would enable a person that's perhaps on drugs or things like that. You actually you need to kind of hold back and be quiet. You need to kind of like do an inventory of who you are and what you're about and what you're doing in life. So getting on here today is something like that. We actually, we need to kind of like let others do things for themselves because the reward would be in them. Why would you rob somebody of that? A lot of people do that, I mean, it's different for a child, and it's different when someone's in a jail or a convalescent home and you must go see them. I mean, what are they actually going to do, Because you can give a little bit of yourself to people, and you can be appreciated. But some people, you don't want to go there because it stirs up like anger, stirs up feelings of not being appreciated, stirs up feelings of like, when is that person going to stop? When am I actually going to draw the line and say, hey, no more? Do you still love me? Do you think you can call me and invite me out for a dinner? Lord knows I've taken you out enough, and I never took you out, so you could take me out, but you were in a situation that I understood. But today's a new day. How about reaching out to somebody that helped you? Somebody that was there when you were down. And if you find that in life, that you've done that for other people and they're not there for you now, it's okay. This is going out to people that have helped people too much and that you're the bad guy now, or that you don't understand and you're not giving anymore, or you've actually being a healthy person and shut a door. Sometimes we actually have to lock it, Sometimes these walls aren't good walls. You start out like a little picket fence, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And my goodness, I hope I don't have relationships with people where there's a wall and then the barbed wire on top. I actually hope that, people can, come to one another in a peaceful manner. Now, you think that's going to happen in a church? Trust me, there's plenty of cliques out there. If you don't conform, you're not one of them. So is that God's love? No. You just can feel it right away. I guess it's like an instrument. Are you in tune or not? So I never want to be over qualified in anything. I always want to be in a state of mind where I'm learning. Not only my mind, but my heart. So it's Pamela reaching out to you today to think things through when you have that urge and that heartfelt feeling to help a family member or to do something nice. Where do you draw that line? Where do you stop? Where is it unhealthy? Where do you see results that person appreciated you and your time and your life and your money? It means something to people that give. You can only give for so long. It's not harmony at a certain point when that person isn't growing and showing you that appreciation. It's only them wanting what you have, or actually coming into your mind and heart and terrorizing you with their life that you didn't ask them about, terrorizing stories that you don't know even is the truth. So you can be kind of molded into this give, feel sorry for me, without looking at yourself and saying, wow, I had a pretty rough life myself, I seem to have gotten through it. I seek the proper help. I got on my knees. I prayed. I had anger. I made bad choices. Had to get back up in the ring again, the ring of life. I've come out punching plenty of times. But now I just want to kind of fold my arms and just kind of be peaceful and just reflect on the good. So I'm going to look for the good in you. But if you can do things on your own, could you do them on your own? And nobody really helped a butterfly in a cocoon. And the butterfly, came out and flew. It's just part of life. You hear that story all the time about butterflies and people. So learning is a great thing, and being able to control yourself and having a sound mind and making proper decisions in your life. So it's Pamela today reaching out to someone out there that needs to slow down helping someone too much. It feels really good when you do it, right? It could almost actually be a drug, like, wow, I'm helping them, I'm a hero. I've been called a hero. When I stopped helping, though, I wasn't that hero anymore. There's something to it, you guys. Could it be your ego? Could it be like, you're like, could you have helped that person in another way? Could you encourage them that they could do those things on their own? And that's my message today. To reach out to somebody and encourage them in a positive, healthy way. because there's a negative way as well. So forgive yourself today for helping someone too much, and move on and get on a higher ground and be healthier. And it's Pamela reaching out to someone, like I said today, that could have been in those shoes or been there, and it's not a real comfortable place to be. So in that moment it is, and then afterwards, when the dust settles, you can dust the table. I'm dusting the table today, folks, and I'm saying and reaching out that be healthy, take care of yourself, and be thoughtful and mindful. And as Pamela's saying, I'll get back with you soon enough to talk about another subject. Bye now.